to make you vanilla and passion fruit cannolis. These are to die for. And yes, I'm cheating slightly because I have bought some cannoli shells. If you do want to make your cannoli shells from scratch, I do have a recipe online. But if you want a really quick dessert that's going to please everyone, then definitely pre-buy these. I will allow you to do that. So we're going to make a custard to start with. So in a pot, I'll add 400 mils of milk, along with 100 mils of thickened cream, and we'll just roughly measure that out. And I'm going to add some vanilla. Now I'm going to be using vanilla extract. I love this because it's got the seeds through it, so we're going to get those beautiful speckles of vanilla seeds all the way through our gorgeous custard, and you've got that wonderful sweetness. And it also has a concentrated flavour, so in it goes. So I'm just going to turn the heat up and just allow the vanilla to infuse the milk. Now onto the eggs, 4 egg yolks, and I'll add some caster sugar along with some corn flour, and this is going to thicken up our custard. And we're just going to start whisking that to make a really nice thick paste. It'll almost look like it's too thick at the beginning, but don't give up on it. Then you need a bit of elbow grease here, and keep whisking that until it's really smooth and some of that sugar dissolves into the eggs. And as you keep whisking this, you'll see it start to turn from that deep orange colour to a really pale colour, and that's what we're after. So now for our passion fruit pulp, you want about a tablespoon or so. This gives it a really nice tropical feel to it. And it's definitely not traditional in cannolis, but I just think it's a really nice touch. We'll fold that through. And keep an eye on the milk, because if you don't turn it off, it may rise over the top. We don't want any spillages. So now we're going to add our milk to our eggs. And you don't want to be adding all of your milk straight away. The best way to do this is add just a splash, because it is piping hot and we don't want scrambled eggs. By adding just a small amount and whisking vigorously, it's just tempering the eggs just to stabilise it. Incorporate that. Then we can add a little more. Keep whisking. We're just wanting that smooth consistency. Then we can add the rest of it. Okay, now it's time to thicken our custard. So we're going to return this to our pot. Just pour that in. And this shouldn't take too long to thicken, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. We'll just turn the heat on. The most important thing here is just to constantly mix it. What we're aiming for here is to cook out that corn flour. Nothing worse than that raw corn flour flavour. So keep mixing that, and once it's really thick, I'll take it off the heat, add the butter, and it goes into the fridge to chill completely. Okay, this custard's firmed up nicely, and we just want to loosen it now just so we can get it into our piping bag. So just give it a good mix, and it's really hard now not to have a taste because it is just delicious as is, but even better in the cannoli shells. So I'm using a disposable piping bag here, and I've just placed a nozzle just to make it nice and neat when we're piping, and we'll just add a generous amount of this. Now, I highly recommend doing this the day before, and when your guests come over, you can allow people to make their own cannolis, because there's nothing better than a fresh cannoli. You don't want to be piping these into the shells and letting them sit there. By doing that, the shells are going to go quite soggy, and we don't like that. We want to keep it really crunchy. All right, so to pipe these, grab one shell at a time, and I like to start on one side, fill to the middle, and turn it over, and then fill the other side. That's the first one done. How cute are they? Pop them on a Sicilian style plate, because cannolis, after all, are from Sicily. And we'll make a few more, because one is never enough, particularly these small ones. I am using the small shells, but of course at your deli you can get the larger ones too, so it's up to you. And you can decorate these, so traditionally you would finely chop some pistachios and you can dip each end in the pistachios. I'm just going to keep it super simple So all you taste is passion fruit and vanilla. Done. All right, better have a taste of one of these because they look so good. They are just a little bundle of joy right there. So good.